Segment 1. Are books good for older adults? Hey everyone! Welcome to today's video where we're tackling a big question. Are activities like reading books, watching TV, and exercising good for older adults here in the US? We're kicking things off with reading books, something that's been a staple in American homes since the days of Benjamin Franklin and his famous lending libraries. For seniors, reading isn't just about flipping pages. It's a powerhouse for keeping the mind in top shape. Let's meet Mrs. Linda, a 72-year-old retired schoolteacher from Chicago's North Side. She's been devouring mystery novels ever since she hung up her chalkboard 5 years ago. She told us, "I love getting lost in a good whodunit. It's like my brain gets to play detective every night. I used to struggle with remembering little things, like where I parked my car at the grocery store, but now I'm sharper, and it feels great." Extended interview. Imagine asking Linda, "What's your favorite book right now? How do you pick what to read next? Has reading changed how you see aging?" She might say, "I'm on a Patricia Cornwell kick. Those forensic plots keep me guessing. I grab whatever's on the bestseller rack at the library, and honestly, it makes me feel young again." Now, Linda's not alone in this. Across the country, from small towns in Kansas to bustling cities like Boston, older adults are finding that reading keeps their minds humming. Think about the science for a second. Researchers at places like Yale and Johns Hopkins have found that regular reading can strengthen memory, sharpen focus, and even lower the chances of Alzheimer's creeping in. It's like a daily dose of mental push-ups. But it's not just about dodging memory loss. Books can spark inspiration in ways you might not expect. Take Mr. Harold, a 68-year-old from a quiet corner of rural Georgia. He stumbled across a book on the Civil War at his local library and got so hooked that he started volunteering at a nearby history museum. He's now the guy giving tours to school kids, rattling off facts about Gettysburg like he was there himself. Then there's the fun side of it. Picture a grandma in Portland, Oregon, curled up with a collection of short stories by Mark Twain. She's laughing so hard at Huck Finn's antics that she calls her grandkids in California just to read them a passage over the phone. Or consider a widower in Michigan who picks up a sci-fi novel about space travel. He's suddenly dreaming about galaxies instead of dwelling on the quiet evenings alone. Reading's a ticket to adventure, no plane fare required. And it's accessible too. Libraries from Seattle to Miami offer free book clubs for seniors, some meeting over coffee at the community center, others chatting online through Zoom. You've got romance novels, biographies, cookbooks, whatever suits your taste. But here's the thing to ponder. Does reading alone cover all the bases for staying healthy as you age? Can it keep your body strong or your spirits high when the days get long? We're not done yet. Let's explore what else is out there for older adults. Hang tight for the next part. Segment 2. Is watching TV good for older adults? Alright, moving right along, let's dive into watching TV, something that's practically woven into the fabric of American life, especially for older adults who've earned their relaxation time after decades of work. From the snowy plains of Minnesota to the sunny beaches of Florida, TV screens are flickering in living rooms every night. It's a big deal for seniors, and here's why. Meet Mr. James, a 68-year-old from Austin, Texas, who's been a Jeopardy fanatic since the Alex Trebek days. He told us, "I settle in with a cold glass of iced tea every evening and play along. Last night I nailed a question about the Louisiana Purchase. It's not just fun, it keeps my brain ticking, and I don't feel so cut off from the world." Extended interview. Picture asking James, "How did you get into Jeopardy? What other shows do you watch? Does TV ever get old for you?" He might say, "My dad and I used to watch it together. I picked it back up after he passed. I mix in some Wheel of Fortune and the History Channel too. Never gets old when you're learning something." James is onto something big. TV's a window to the world for seniors. Whether it's catching the latest headlines on NBC in Ohio or diving into a nature special on PBS in Colorado. Imagine a retiree in Arizona flipping on Antiques Roadshow and discovering the dusty vase in their attic might be worth a few $100. Or think about a couple in North Carolina binging NCIS reruns. They're debating who's the best character, Gibbs or McGee, and it's the most fun they've had all week. It's not just entertainment, it's connection. For someone like a widow in Philadelphia, tuning into The Tonight Show for a late-night laugh might be the only voice breaking the silence after losing her spouse. Psychologists with the American Psychological Association have even chimed in, saying a couple hours of TV can ease stress and lift your mood, Pretty crucial for folks who don't get out as much anymore. But let's not sugarcoat it. TV's got its downsides if you overdo it. Picture this: a senior in Illinois starts with the morning news, slides into a Law and Order marathon, and suddenly it's 8 p.m. with no steps taken all day. Eyes get sore, posture slumps, and doctors, like Dr. Patel from Seattle, warn it's a recipe for trouble. She told us, "I see patients all the time who sit too long. Heart risks go up, and energy goes down." My advice: watch an episode or two, then take a lap around the house. The AARP backs that up, suggesting little breaks, like standing during ads to grab a snack or water the plants. And what about content? Some folks swear by educational shows, like a retiree in Virginia learning about ancient Egypt from the Discovery Channel, while others just want The Price is Right to guess the cost of a new fridge. So, TV's a mixed bag, great for the mind and soul in doses, but it won't flex your muscles or get your heart pumping. Is there a better option out there? Let's wrap this up with our final contender. Segment 3. Is exercise good for older adults? Here we are at the grand finale. Exercise, the heavyweight champion of healthy aging in America. You don't need to be running the Boston Marathon or bench pressing at Planet Fitness. Even a little movement goes a long way for seniors. Let's meet Mr. Robert, a 75-year-old from San Diego, California. He's been walking his golden retriever, Buddy, around Balboa Park every morning since his doctor gave him a nudge 2 years ago. He told us, "Before, I'd hobble out of bed feeling like my joints were rusted shut. Now, I'm keeping up with Buddy, and I don't puff climbing the porch steps anymore. I even ditched half my pain meds." Extended interview. Imagine asking Robert, "What was your first walk like? How do you stay motivated? Any tips for beginners?" He might say, "That first day was brutal. 10 minutes felt like forever. But Buddy's wagging tail keeps me going. Start small, 5 minutes, and build up." Robert's living proof of what exercise can do. Across the U.S., from snowy Buffalo to humid Houston, seniors are discovering it's a game changer. The CDC says regular movement slashes fall risks by 30%, huge when you consider 1 in 4 older adults takes a tumble each year, sometimes landing in the ER. Think of Mrs. Clara, a 70-year-old from Denver. She signed up for a silver sneakers class at her YMCA after her daughter begged her to try it. Now, she's doing low-impact cardio to Motown hits and recently showed off her moves at her grandson's wedding, no cane in sight. Or picture Mr. Ed, a 73-year-old in Tampa, Florida. His knees couldn't handle jogging anymore, so he switched to water aerobics at the community pool. He's splashing around with float noodles, joking with new friends, and feeling 10 years younger. It's not just about the body, either. Exercise is a mood rocket. Imagine a retiree in Vermont trying chair yoga after a tough winter. She's breathing easier and smiling more thanks to those endorphin boosts. The National Institute on Aging says active seniors stay independent longer. Think cooking their own Thanksgiving turkey or driving to the farmer's market instead of leaning on kids for every errand. And the options are endless. A grandpa in Texas might ride a stationary bike while watching the Cowboys game. A lady in Seattle could join a mall walking group before the stores open, chatting about grandkids between laps. But here's the catch: not every senior can jump in headfirst. Someone with arthritis might need gentle stretches, while a heart patient should stick to doctor-approved plans. Dr. Nguyen in Atlanta advises, start with 10 minutes a day, walk to the mailbox, lift a soup can, and ask your doc what's safe. So, let's recap. Reading sharpens the mind, TV lifts spirits, but exercise? It's the whole package: body, brain, and soul. Which do you think tops the list for seniors? Drop your vote in the comments. Segment 4. Is chatting with neighbors good for older adults? Now, let's wrap up with something simple but powerful. Chatting with neighbors, a habit as American as apple pie and front porch swings. In suburbs, cities, and small towns from coast to coast, seniors are finding gold in a quick hello over the fence. Meet Mrs. Dorothy, a 71-year-old from Raleigh, North Carolina. She started waving to her neighbor, Tom, while watering her roses, and now they're swapping stories about their grandkids every afternoon. She told us, "I used to keep to myself after my husband passed. Felt like the house was too quiet. Now, Tom's silly jokes about his dog chewing the mail get me laughing, and I don't feel so alone." Extended interview. Imagine asking Dorothy, "How did you start talking to Tom?" What do you chat about? Has it changed your day-to-day? She might say, he complimented my roses one day. I invited him for iced tea. We talk weather, recipes, life. It's my little sunshine now. Dorothy's onto something big. Across the U.S., from Brooklyn stoops to Texas cul-de-sacs, neighbors are a lifeline for seniors. Think of a retiree in Oregon leaning over the fence to ask about a new bird feeder. He's not just getting tips, he's making a buddy. Or picture a widow in Iowa who chats with a young couple next door about their baby's first steps. She's suddenly got a second family to root for. Researchers at the University of Michigan say social ties like these can lower depression rates and even add years to your life. Human connection is that potent. It's low effort too. No gym membership or library card needed, just a wave and a "how's it going?" And it's not just about fighting loneliness, it's practical. Imagine a senior in Colorado swapping gardening tricks with a guy across the street. He's growing better tomatoes and trading extras. Or a grandpa in Nevada asking his neighbor to grab his mail while he's at the doctor. He's got backup now. In tight-knit spots like Minneapolis, block parties turn chats into traditions. Potlucks, holiday lights, you name it. Even in big cities, a quick nod at the mailbox can spark something. But there's a catch. Not everyone's chatty. Some neighbors keep to themselves, or maybe you're shy after years indoors. Dorothy suggests, start small, say hi when they're out. Most folks warm up eventually. So, reading sharpens your mind, TV entertains, exercise strengthens, and neighbor chats lift your spirit. Which wins for seniors? I'd say mix them all. Variety's the spice of life.